Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into some sources that might just challenge everything you thought you knew about Eden and the Garden of Eden.
That's right. Our goal here is to, reveal some really profound details from these texts about what they were, maybe where they were, and their cosmic significance.
Taking us quite a bit beyond the usual interpretation.
That's way beyond, yeah.
And get ready, because these sources, they paint Eden not just as some idyllic spot, but as a light realm. And its fate apparently was key to Earth's entire destiny. Big stuff. Okay, so let's unpack that right away, because one of the first things these sources do is make a really crucial distinction. Eden and the Garden of Eden, not the same thing.
No, not at all. The garden, according to these texts, is actually inside Eden.
Inside Eden, okay.
And what's really fascinating here is how the garden is described. It's called the Holy of Holies.
Like the ultimate center of divine authority.
Precisely, the nerve center, you could say. And inside that is the Tree of Life, which these sources frame as symbolizing God's commandment itself, the blueprint for everything.
Okay, now here's where it gets, I think, really interesting. The sources suggest Eden itself, the larger area, was this light realm.
A pocket of divine order.
Yeah, but situated within the darkness of Hades.
And Hades here is described as the place Satan was confined. So you have this light placed directly within the domain of darkness.
Wow. Imagine that kind of spiritual tension.
Exactly. So naturally you have to ask, where was this place, this Eden?
Right. Was it like the whole planet initially?
Yeah.
Or maybe somewhere specific?
Well, the sources explore that. Could it have been Earth as a whole? Or maybe a region, like Canaan, maybe, with Jerusalem as the garden?
And the texts mention Adam being created in Eden, but then placed into the garden.
Which leads to different geographical thoughts, doesn't it?
It does. Like Cain living east of Eden, suddenly that sounds more like a specific zone, not just a general direction.
Yeah, and this detail is really important, even if the garden itself was, say, geographically limited. The authority Adam wielded from it, that was global, over all the kingdoms of the world, as the sources put it.
So Adam's job wasn't just, basic gardening.
Not even close. He held proxy rule, is the term used, over the earth.
The garden.
Yes. To rule and keep the garden meant governing and protecting the whole earth from that darkness.
Using the divine commandment as his, mandate.
Exactly. It was a massive cosmic responsibility.
So what's the upshot then? I mean, according to these sources.
Well, they're pretty clear. Adam's failure to keep the garden, to uphold that commandment, it directly resulted in Satan gaining control over those kingdoms of the world.
Which is why Earth became, as they put it, a realm of survival of the fittest.
That's the implication. A world shaped by struggle instead of divine order.
And the alternative, if Adam had succeeded.
A rule of love established across the earth through that commandment. It really underscores the stakes.
Okay, let's connect this to the bigger picture then.
Okay.
Do these sources link this Eden story to, future prophecies?
They absolutely do. There's a strong connection drawn to the new heavens and new earth and the 1,000-year kingdom.
How so?
Well, think about it. Just as kings are prophesied to reign from a new Jerusalem, which is also called a Holy of Holies under the sun, Adam seems presented as the first king, ruling from the garden, the original Holy of Holies within Eden, which was paradise.
Ruling over the first heaven and first earth.
Exactly. It's presented as this sort of original blueprint.
Wow, that's a powerful narrative.
Yeah.
What was established, what was lost through failure.
And what's ultimately promised to be restored by the last Adam, it forms a complete arc.
What a deep dive into Eden.
Yeah.
It really makes you rethink that whole foundational story.
It does. It adds so much more weight, doesn't it, to the purpose and the sheer scale of responsibility involved right at the beginning.
So something for you to reflect on.
Yeah.
What does this perspective tell us about maybe the impact of individual choices?
Yeah, and the profound difference between a world that could have been governed by love
versus one defined by struggle. All potentially stemming from that original light realm, trying to hold its ground within the darkness.
Definitely something to ponder, and perhaps explore further in your own reading.